Hello, my name is Jenny and welcome to the video. So for my first video, I wanted to start off by introducing myself and my collection. I am currently in university and living in an apartment, so I don't really have enough space for my whole collection, but I just wanted to show you guys what I have here. I'll actually show a picture of my at-home collection so you guys can see on screen. That picture will be posted on my Instagram, so if you're interested in seeing my at-home collection in more detail, the link will be in the description. But for now, this video will just be about what I have here, so let's get started. Okay, so let's start off with the top here. I have this rogue volume of One Piece, volume 100. I was like at Barnes & Noble's one day and I saw volume 100 and I just picked it up kind of to encourage me to start collecting One Piece. I don't know why I did that, but I mean, I like the show. I want to start reading the manga, and right now I'm not sure if I'm going to actually start collecting it because there are so many volumes. There are box sets, so I'm still figuring out if I should collect them like the single volumes, try to find like bulks of it on like resellers, or if I should just kind of save up money to buy the box sets. But yeah, One Piece volume 100. So next up we have the amazing Demon Slayer box set. I just recently got this for Christmas and I'm super thankful for the person who gave it to me. I have been really wanting this series for like ever since it came out, honestly, and it's just the box itself is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Even the sides, it's so good. They look so good. Sorry if you hear my cats meowing. I'm gonna open it up so you guys can see the inside. Here we have the amazing Demon Slayer box set. This box set comes with all 23 volumes and also this Demon Slayer core little book that just has information on some of the characters. It's pretty interesting. Let's see if I can open one up. Yeah, just some characters information. Super cool. Also has some work from the manga while they were writing the manga. I absolutely love it. It's so cool, so unique. I have never seen something like this. And also it comes with a poster. This poster is actually really cool. It's actually double-sided. So this side has some of the characters on it, and the other side is my absolute favorite. It's Nezuko and Tanjiro together. It's so good. I would love to put it up, but I'm scared I'll mess it up, so I just leave it in the box. But yeah, Demon Slayer box set, amazing. Absolutely love it. Alright, here's where all the books are. I'll actually go one by one, so let's start off with the first cube. Let's go ahead and start with our first cube in the shelf, and to start off we have the one-shot Drip Drip. This is a very interesting manga. There's no other word to describe it, honestly. Just interesting and a little bit disturbing, to be honest. It does have explicit content, as you can see here. It is a bit weird. I enjoyed it, honestly. It was just very different. It also includes like a short story at the end, so you kind of get like two stories in one. So it's pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. I would recommend it. Again, it does have explicit content, so you're warned. After Drip Drip, we have the first 3 volumes of Abandoned Empress. The 4th one should be coming out soon. I am very, very, very excited about it. I absolutely love this series. I have never seen a series like this before. It's more so like a webtoon rather than a manga. It is fully colored. It's honestly beautiful. I have never seen such beautiful artwork ever. I absolutely love it, and I am so excited to keep reading this series. Oh, she's so pretty. It's so good. I highly recommend you pick it up if you haven't yet. Also, read it online if you can. It's so good. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Last in this cube, we have the completed series of Quintessential Quintuplets with a total of 14 volumes. I haven't finished this yet, but I did get to where the second season ends. So, I mean, it's really good so far. I'm excited to keep reading it. I'm super excited for the last volume. There's a lot of like foreshadowing happening during the first few volumes. I'm really, really enjoying it. I highly recommend it. If you haven't watched the anime, go ahead and watch it. It's really good. And yeah, so Quintessential Quintuplets, very good. Highly recommend. Alright, Chainsaw Man. Oof. Okay, so Chainsaw Man is so good. The anime adaptation is absolutely amazing. It is so good. The artwork in it and the animation is so good. Chainsaw Man, the manga, is absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. Honestly, 20 out of 10. It's so good. Yeah, if you like the anime, I highly recommend you go read the manga. There are some places that you can read them online if you don't really want to purchase the volumes, which is totally fine. But yeah, it's so good. And if you haven't seen the anime, go ahead and watch it. It's one of the top animes right now, so good. I highly recommend it. Reading it, watching it, yeah, just Chainsaw Man. Go ahead and get into it. So last in this cube, we have volumes 10 through 15 of Mushoku Tensei. I do have some volumes at home, but those I've already read. These I haven't read yet. I should be reading them soon because volume 16 should be coming out very soon, and I want to just catch up. I really love this series, which is very hypocritical because I don't really like isekais. So it's weird. It's one of my favorite animes, and all my friends are like, you don't even like isekais, but I don't know, this show and this manga just hits different, to be honest. It's really good. I highly recommend watching it. Again, it's an isekai. I know a lot of people that like isekais. I'm just not one of those people. But yeah, this Mushoku Tensei is really good though. I highly recommend it. I don't recommend purchasing the paperback volumes, mainly because it is quite a bit hard to find. I was able to get these volumes because I was collecting them like once they were coming out. So like when the release date happened, I ordered it and it just got shipped. But yeah, these volumes, especially the early volumes kind of like 1 through 7, I would say, are quite hard to find. Yeah, I would recommend you reading it online, again, because it's kind of hard to find the paperback volume. So yeah, either way, watch the anime. It's really good. I recommend it. And she's beautiful. We're now on the last cube of the top shelf, and again we're starting with another one-shot. I don't know what it is about me starting my cubes with one-shots, but it's a thing, I guess. But yeah, this is Josee and the Tigerfish, and honestly, this manga is one of the prettiest mangas I have ever read. The artwork inside is honestly just so beautiful. I absolutely love this series. Well, one shot. It's so good. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. I know I'm keep repeating myself, but it's honestly so true. I highly recommend it. It is a movie, so if you haven't seen the movie, please go ahead and watch it. If you don't want to read it, please watch the movie. If you are interested in reading it, please go ahead and read it. It's so good. Honestly, all the character designs are absolutely beautiful. The artwork itself inside is amazing. I can't hype this one shot up anymore. It's just so good. So please, again, watch the movie or read it. Either one is great. Josee and the Tigerfish. So good. Volumes 4 through 7 of My Dress Up Darling is next. I do have volumes 1 through 3 at home, but again, because of space, I wasn't able to bring them. I actually brought 4 through 6, and then I recently got 7. I have read them all. I really enjoy this series. I love the romance aspect to it with the cosplay aspect as well. It's so good. She's absolutely beautiful in every single cosplay that she does. I think this series is really good. Again, I just read volume 7 not too long ago, and honestly, I was a little disappointed because I thought there was going to be a bit more to the story. I thought they were going to further the story along a little bit more, further like the romance of the two main characters together a little bit more, but I feel like this volume didn't really do anything with that. So I don't know. I will keep collecting it. Volume 8 should be coming this year. I will be getting that, but I mean, volume 7 just wasn't the best for me. It's still a really good series. Highly recommended. There is an anime out right now, so if you are interested, I highly recommend the anime. And again, reading it is always good, but the anime does a really good job in, adapting the manga. So yeah, My Dress Up Darling. We have another Rogue volume, volume 5 of A Sign of Affection. Unlike the One Piece manga, I do have volumes 1 through 4 at home, but again, with space, I wasn't able to bring them. But yeah, volume 5 of A Sign of Affection, just A Sign of Affection as a whole is just so good. This is one of the series that kind of caught me off guard. I bought the first volume when I went manga shopping randomly, and I read it when I got home. After I read the first volume, I immediately bought the next 3 volumes on Amazon and read those right away when I got them. I have never done something like that for a series, but A Sign of Affection just kind of hit. I don't know, it's just so good. The romance, the drama, it's so good. I highly recommend it. I don't know, I absolutely love it, and it's so pretty. She is adorable, and like every scene she is in, she's just so cute, and you honestly just like fall in love with her, and I actually really like it. So go ahead and pick up A Sign of Affection, please. It's really good. Volume 6 should be coming out soon, I hope. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, it should be coming out this year, so I am excited to pick it up and keep reading A Sign of Affection. So next up we have the first 3 volumes of Cutie and the Beast. These are the only volumes out currently. Volume 4 should be coming this year. I have yet to read this series, mainly because I had volume 1 for a while and then just got volume 2 and 3 for Christmas, and I just had some other volumes in like my priority read list. And I mean, it's super cute. I really like the concept from like what I've read for the synopsis. I'm just really excited to read it. I think they look adorable. They look so cute. So I don't have anything to say about this series. Hopefully when I do read it, I can tell you guys how I like it and what this series is really about. But kind of take a side note, these spines, I absolutely love the spines. It gives a little Wotakoi vibes, if you know what I mean, with like them kind of looking away and then them looking at you, and then now in the 3rd volume, them looking at each other. I actually really like that like small detail on the spines. I think it's super cute. So yeah, I'm excited for volume 4 to come out. Again, when I do read it, I will let you guys know how I like it and everything. So yeah, Cutie and the Beast. Okay, Our Dreams at Dusk. Completed series with only 4 volumes. I have yet to read all 4 volumes. I did read the first 2 a really long time ago, to be honest. I had these volumes for a really, really long time. I actually brought it up with me because I was hoping to kind of reread the first 2 volumes and then finish the series. So Our Dreams at Dusk is an LGBTQ plus manga. I think it's really pretty. The first 2 volumes were really, really good. I just kind of never got around to the last 2 volumes. But again, I brought it with me to uni just to get to finish it, honestly. So hopefully I do get to finish it soon. The covers are absolutely amazing. I love the colors. They're beautiful. They are amazing. They are so pretty. I love them. But yeah, Our Dreams at Dusk. When I do finish it, I will let you guys know. Well, from what I've read so far, the first 2 volumes, I think it is really good. So I am actually really excited to restart it and then finish it. So yeah, Our Dreams at Dusk. Last in this cube, we have the first 4 volumes of The Girl from the Other Side. I haven't read these yet because I have been holding them off, mainly because of the fact that there are hardcovers out right now that are kind of like omnibus editions, and I don't know if I should keep collecting the single volumes, even though they're a little hard to find, or if I should just go ahead and collect the hardcover editions. But yeah, from the looks of it, I think it's so cute. I love the covers. It looks super interesting. I will definitely read these 4 volumes to see if I want to keep going with the series. But yeah, if I do keep going with the series, I don't know if I should keep collecting the single volumes or if I should just go ahead and get the hardcovers. So maybe if you can let me know, give me some advice, because I definitely need it. The Girl from the Other Side. It looks really cute. I'm really excited to read this. I've had these volumes for a little bit now, so I brought them up to trying to get started with it. Now we're at the bottom shelf, so let's start off with the first book in this cube. Oh my gosh. We have Uzumaki by Junji Ito. This is a very, very interesting manga. If you don't know Junji Ito, he does a lot of kind of horror-based manga, a lot of horror-based artwork. I really enjoy it. It's really good. The artwork is a little disturbing, so yeah, it's a little surprising at times just to see what he draws. But with that, I think the stories are actually really good. There are kind of like separate stories in this book, but it is a one-shot, so it's all one story. So again, there's little stories that all connect to each other, so it is really interesting in that aspect. Again, the artwork is famous, really good horror-based artwork, and I really wanted to get into more Junji Ito books, but I don't know, every time I go in the stores, I don't really see that much Junji Ito, which makes sense. He is very popular, so I mean, it would get sold out time to time. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into more of Junji Ito's work, but for now I only have Uzumaki. Still a really, really good book. Highly recommend if you haven't picked it up yet. And if you are into horror-based books and horror illustrations, go ahead and get into Uzumaki, or honestly any other Junji Ito manga. Now we have Tokyo Revengers. This is the first omnibus volume. I believe this is the Barnes & Noble's edition. I actually got this for my birthday. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before that. Um, I do really like the show. I watch it with my boyfriend, and we both really enjoy it. But I don't know, to me, the volumes are coming out so fast. And I don't, every time I go to the Barnes and Nobles or like a Books a Million, I look and they're like, oh, volumes 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. I'm like, how are they already out? But again, it's been a while, so it makes sense. But I only have 1 and 2 right now because, again, my boyfriend and I watched the show and he thought, yeah, it's a good present. And I do agree. This is the Barnes and Nobles edition. I know it was really hard to get it. I believe it sold out in the first day, honestly, it came out. And I haven't read it yet. I mean, I did watch the show. I am currently watching the second season. So, like, I believe I know everything that happens in this volume. I just haven't read it yet. But I hope to collect it more in the future. I just don't think it's on my priority list right now. But, I mean, if you haven't checked out the anime, the first season is really good. The second season is doing okay for now. It might get better. Again, I'm currently watching it. I believe I'm only a few episodes behind. But either way, I think Tokyo Revengers is a good series, and I think you should get into it. It does have some gang violence in it, and it's kind of like an erase series, but with like gangs and stuff. And yeah, Tokyo Revengers, pretty good. Alright, I backed up the camera a little bit so you guys can see like the whole volumes. We'll just do these 2 volumes in one clip. So here we have Crazy Food Truck and The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. These are both volume 1s. They I got these volumes just like randomly. Crazy Food Truck, I saw it recently came out. Well, not from this video, but when I bought it, it like just came out, and I was like, oh, I heard about it. Let me pick it up. I still have not read it, so I mean, I don't know. That's why I brought it up with me because like I didn't read it, so I'm hoping I do get to read it, and when I do, I will definitely let you guys know if I'm just going to keep collecting this series or if I'm gonna drop it. I don't really know how many volumes there are right now of this series, but I know there's more than one, so I will definitely let you guys know after I read this first volume if I'm going to keep collecting it or not. But with Slime, this is another random purchase. I was like, oh, I love the show. I've seen all the seasons. I recently just watched the movie. I was like, let me grab the first volume. And I didn't know that there were box sets out for this series. And I was like, yeah, let me just save up to buy the box sets instead of buying them one by one. But I mean, it's always good to have like extra volume from a series that you like in your collection. So for now, I'm just gonna keep this one volume of Slime until I can save enough money to get the box sets. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't heard about it, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend the anime. It's so good. I couldn't say anything about the manga because I haven't read it yet. But definitely the anime is worth a watch. Highly recommend it. And I will let you know about Crazy Food Truck once I do read it. Okay, Undead Unluck. So as you can see, I have 6 volumes of Undead Unluck, and I have yet to read any of them. I don't know why. I just like I got some of them for cheap on Mercari, and I just really wanted it at the time because I thought the story was quite interesting. But I don't know. I just haven't read it yet, any of the volumes, and I just keep collecting it. I don't know why. I think I just kind of look at the covers and I'm like, wow, I love it. I'm just gonna get it, even though I haven't read it and any of it yet. So, like look at this. Like, how do you like look at this and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna collect that. Like, no, I had to buy it. It looked just so cool. But I mean, it's actually on the top of my priority list, like my reading priority list. I'm really, really excited to get into this series. I believe there are currently 10 volumes out right now, so I'm not gonna keep collecting anymore for now until I catch up with the first 6, and then once I do, I'll let you guys know if I like it, if I'm gonna keep collecting with it. But I mean, from what I've seen in the front covers, I do think I will keep collecting this, but I mean, I'm just hoping because they are so cool. So yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know if I'm gonna be continuing on with this series. But for now, 6 volumes of Undead Unluck. Last in this cube, we have the first 3 volumes of Spirit Circle. I actually found these volumes for really cheap on Mercari, and I don't know why, I just got it because I know that this is a good series and it's actually pretty hard to find some volumes for a good price. So I was like, let me jump on it, and I just bought the 3 volumes. I actually bought 2 more volumes because it came in a bundle. Actually no, it was 3 new volumes, and you'll see that in the next cube. But for now, we have the first 3 volumes of Spirit Circle. I have yet to read these yet. I'm kind of waiting because there are 6 volumes total, so I'm waiting to get the last 3. But I mean, it's really, really hard to find, especially if you want to spend less than $100. It's kind of impossible to find all 6 volumes together. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just read the first 3 volumes and then read like the last 3 online, because I do really want to read this series, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get the last 3 and just complete this series. But for now, we just have the first 3, and I'll definitely let you guys know if I recommend it and if I will be reading the rest of it online. But yeah, Spirit Circle, it looks really interesting. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, so I am excited to get into it. So this is actually our last shelf, but I do have 2 more books in the other cube, and I'll just combine them in this one. So for the first one, we have another one-shot, A Girl on the Shore. This one is very much kind of mind-boggling, if that makes sense. It's very explicit, so if you don't really like explicit, especially kind of controversial, because there are minors that are having sexual activity, I wouldn't recommend it if you do not like that, or if you are not comfortable with that. Completely stay away from this. But I mean, this story is mainly focused on kind of the emotional impact that some like sexual activities or like emotions relating to relationships can have on such young children. And if you are interested in that like psychological aspect, in that mindset, then I highly recommend you pick this up. I really liked it. It is weird seeing like the sexual activity happening, especially with minors, but I mean, other than that, I think it is really interesting just to get inside of their heads and see what they're thinking and the whole story as a whole. So I mean, there's pros and cons. It's not for everybody, but if you think it is for you, I do recommend you picking it up. So yeah, A Girl on the Shore by Inio Asano. So next up, we have this first volume of Nameless Asterism. I really hope I'm pronouncing it right. But this, oh my gosh, this volume actually came with the first 3 volumes of Spirit Circle that you just saw in the last cube, as well as these 2 volumes here. But Nameless Asterism, I believe it is a Yuri series, and I do not have a Yuri series in my collection, so I haven't read this volume yet. But when I do, I will definitely let you know if I'm going to keep collecting it because I don't have a Yuri series. I have a lot of BL, and now I have a transgender manga to ship the flesh. So yeah, I don't really have a Yuri, so hopefully if I do like it, there are only 5 volumes, I believe. So when I do read it, maybe I can get the last 4 and just continue it. But I mean, again, I haven't read it yet, so I will definitely let you know when I do. Next in this cube, we have the first 5 volumes of Loveless. Well, very beat up volumes of Loveless, actually. I got this first 5 volumes at a kind of flea market type thing, and they were selling it for super cheap, and I was like, what, 5 volumes for like $10 or $15? Yeah, why not? And I didn't really realize what I was getting myself into. I read the first 2 or 3 volumes, and I don't know if I was really into it. It was just a little weird for me. He is a minor. I believe he's like in middle school, and this guy he's an adult. I don't even think he's in college. I think he's like an actual adult. And oops, so sorry. But I don't know. The story is interesting, but the whole concept of this child and this like adult is just really, really weird to me. It is a BL somewhat, I guess. But I mean, I brought it up just to kind of give it another chance, because I did kind of give up on it the first 2, maybe 2.5 volumes. But I mean, I'll try to give it another chance, and we'll see what happens. I'm not promising anything, but yeah, hopefully when I do read it, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, because from what I've read so far. But yeah, Loveless. So we'll actually put these 2 volumes in one clip. These are 2 BL volumes. One of them I have read, which is Sick, and the other I have not, Tomorrow Make Me Yours. So, I mean, since I've read Sick, I can give you a little feedback on it. I think it is good. It's a cute little one-shot. It's a really short read. It does have explicit content in it, so if you do not like that, Sick will not be the manga for you. But if you do and you like kind of cute stories, the relationship is actually really cute. I do recommend it. Again, really short read. It wasn't expensive at all. I believe it was only like $12 when I got it, either $10 or $12 when I bought it. But yeah, I mean, I recommend reading it. If you can read it like on a website, go ahead. It's just really quick, and it's cute. So yeah, Tomorrow Make Me Yours, I haven't read it yet. I actually bought it, I believe, at Barnes & Noble's when it came out, and then I put it in my shelf in my at-home collection, and then I totally forgot I had it. So when I was picking out the volumes I was taking back up here, I saw this volume and I was like, oh, I haven't read this yet. Let me bring it up so I can read it. I still haven't read it, but hopefully I will soon. It is a one-shot, so it's not big at all, so hopefully I can read it pretty quickly, and I will let you guys know if this is good or not, if I think you should read it. But for now, I haven't read it yet, so we'll just have to wait on that. But yeah, Tomorrow Make Me Yours and Sick, both BL. Definitely recommend Sick. Can't tell you yet about Tomorrow Make Me Yours. I actually just realized I should have put my BLs together, but I mean, it's fine. I'll just keep going in order, I guess. We'll do these 2 next. Here we have Do You Like Big Girls and Saki the Succubus, Hungers Tonight. These are both volume 1s. Saki the Succubus, I love. I will continue collecting this series. I'm not sure when, but hopefully I do keep collecting it. I did really, really like this first volume. These are both ecchi series, by the way, so if you don't really like ecchi series, I recommend you skipping this part because these are both like very ecchi, and very explicit content, I guess. So, Saki the Succubus is super, super cute. I absolutely love it. I want to keep collecting it. She is absolutely adorable. She's super shy, and it's just not your typical succubus story. And I just absolutely love Saki the Succubus. I want to keep collecting it. But this one, the complete opposite. So, I mean, I love, like, big boobs, you know, as you can tell, but this, I was like, let me just pick up this series, to see how it goes. I did not like it, like, at all. So, I mean, there is something for everybody, so, I mean, I wouldn't be like, oh, because I didn't like it, you shouldn't pick it up. So maybe see if you like it. It is weird. There are some things that are a little uncomfortable in this volume, so, I mean, kind of just see for yourself. Honestly, I personally didn't like it, but I do know people that do like it. But yeah, definitely won't continue collecting Do You Like Big Girls, but definitely will be collecting the rest of Saki the Succubus, and I believe there are 5 volumes, so I just need to collect the 4 others. So here we have these 2 volumes of Zero's Familiar Chevalier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chevalier, I have no idea. But I got these 2 volumes with the Spirit Circle volumes and the Nameless Asterism, sorry. But, I mean, when I got them, they look super cute. She's honestly so adorable, and I've never seen covers like this before, like sideways. So, I mean, it's just from the cover, I'm really, really interested in it. She's absolutely adorable. But, I mean, it's not really on my priority list right now to read, but hopefully I do get into it. I'm just not sure when, so no promises on that. But when I do, I will definitely let you guys know. I have no idea anything about the series, like what it is about, who this character is, how many volumes, like I have no idea. I got it with the bundle. So, I mean, hopefully I do like it and I do continue it if there is more volumes. But, I mean, if I don't, then I'm not mad about it. It's fine. Again, it was in the bundle, so, I mean, a win is a win, I guess. So, it's an extra in my collection. Nothing's bad about that. But, yeah, Zero's Familiar Chevalier. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I will definitely let you guys know when I do read this, but again, I do not know when I'll be reading it. Alright, here is the complete series of Love Nest. It is a BL, and it is also an explicit content BL. So again, if you don't really like that sort of thing, this is not for you. But if you do, and you do like a cute love story, well, it's not super cute, but it's kind of dramatic. But if you like drama, if you like BL and kind of explicit content as well, this is totally for you. I got this as a gift, and for some reason when I get manga as a gift, I drop everything on my like priority like read like to be read list, and I just like instantly read what the person got me. So I read this and I wasn't very happy with it. I think it was cute in a sense that like it had a happy ending and they ended up, you know, being together and being happy with each other, but like to get to that point, it was so long. Like, I love slow burn, but this is like on another level. So I don't know, it's really, it's only 2 volumes, but it feels like it took forever for them to get to that point. Also, which, I mean, I'm not like bothered by it. It does say explicit content, but in the first volume, from like all these pages, I believe there was only like 3 or 4 pages that did have explicit content in this volume. Volume 2 did have a lot more, I can say that for sure. But yeah, volume 1 did not have as much explicit content. Volume 2 does have more, but it is a little subtle, so I mean, you don't really see much. So I mean, if you don't really like explicit content, but if you're like okay with it, I do recommend it. It doesn't really have that much. But yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I would recommend it to somebody who likes BL, but again, it's just, it gets a little long sometimes. So yeah, Love Nest. So we're now on our last manga for this shelf. We do have 2 more, so I'll just add it in this one. But yeah, for now, we'll go ahead and talk about Given. This is Given Volume 7. I do have 1 through 6 back at home. I love the Given series. I think the anime is absolutely amazing. I just honestly love this series. I haven't read this volume yet because I am a little, I guess you would call it like upset. Mainly because when Volume 6 came out, I read it. I was so excited to read Volume 7. And then she announced that she was going to come out with a one-shot, Links, which I do have Links, but I mean, I was just a little upset that they ended up coming out with a one-shot and taking forever to release this volume. I think this volume took either a year or a little bit over a year to, get released. So I was a little upset about that, and I think that is one of the main reasons why I haven't read this volume yet. But it'll definitely be one of the next volumes I read because, again, I absolutely love the Given series. I'm not sure if this is the last volume, but if it's not, then I will still keep collecting it because, again, I absolutely love Given. But yeah, I mean, I would completely recommend it. The anime is really good. It's a music-based manga and anime, so I recommend watching the anime mainly because you are able to listen to the music rather than here. You just kind of read the lyrics and kind of figure it out from there. But I mean, Give is a really good series, so I definitely recommend it. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Alright, so we're back here. I do have 2 more volumes to show you guys. But I think the lighting is just a lot better here and it's very like spacious. So to start with the first one of the 2, we have Olympus. This is the hardcover. I have read quite a bit of it online. I do really enjoy it. I love the whole Greek mythology aspect to it, and I think the character designs are absolutely beautiful. I mainly got this book because, as you can see, it was 30% off when I was in Target, and again, I read some of the series online, so I was like, you know what, it would be really cool to have this in my collection. This is the only volume I do own. I don't have the other ones. I don't really know how many there are at this point. I believe there's like 3 or 4, honestly. But I mean, I have read everything that's here in this volume. Again, I just kind of, so pretty, I just collected it just to have it in my collection. Again, it was 30% off, so I was like, why not? But yeah, I mean, I really recommend it. I know it's super famous. A lot of people have read it already. I don't know if I'll keep collecting the hardcover volumes. I think this is just the only one I'm gonna have. Because, again, I'll probably just read it online, to be honest. But, yeah, Lore Olympus, I think it's really good. If you haven't checked it out yet, please go check it out. I know a lot of people really like this series, so please go ahead and take a look into it. Lore Olympus, so good. From what I've read so far, I have not caught up at all. But, yeah, I would recommend it. So for our last book, we don't have a manga, we don't have a webtoon or anything like that. It is actually like a book, maybe. think of it as like a light novel, but it is very interesting. Once I do open it up, you will understand what I mean. So Adventure Start is a fantasy series. I actually got this book at a con that I went to. I saw their stand, and I love kind of contributing to small authors and everything, so I definitely picked this up. I was like, it looks so cute. They're explaining me the story and everything and all the characters, so I was like, why not? And I was still a little iffy because I don't really read like books, but here is what sold me. It is like formatted as a script, and I think that is so interesting. I have never seen that like ever. So it also has some illustrations. I think you saw one back here while I was flipping through the pages. Oh yeah, here's one here. So I mean, I've only read a few chapters so far, and from what I've read, I do really enjoy it. I really love this fantasy aspect. I don't really have a lot of fantasy stories in my collection, so it's good to change the pace. And I mean, if you like what you see, I definitely recommend you getting it. Again, it's from small authors, and it's always good to contribute to them and support them as much as possible. And yeah, I am actually really excited to finish this. I just haven't had the time yet. But yeah, Adventure Start, I think you should definitely pick it up. From what I've read, I do recommend it. So we are back to where we started for the end of the video, and I just want to thank every one of you who has stayed through this whole video and stuck around. And I just want to again say thank you so much. This is my first video, and I can't wait to release more and to share more with you about manga and my collection, what I'll be collecting in the future, what I'm currently collecting, and what I'll continue collecting. I'm just so excited for you to go through this journey with me in the manga world. So again, thank you so much for watching my first video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye guys!